Good day and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and we're going to be checking out the beginning of Death Stranding 2. And whilst all this intro is going on, I'm going to button it. I'm going to let you experience the intro as I already have done, and I'll catch up with you after.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the great system's turned into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? Minus 61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong? Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife and the sun's out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
Okay, for context, I'm playing this on a PS5 Pro, and I've got performance mode selected, not quality mode. There is only the two options on the PS5 Pro. Some games have had a tendency to have like a pro mode. I think things like Days Gone had pro modes, but this has just still got the two modes. So I'm playing on performance, and you can see with your own eyes. I mean, it's obviously going to get highly compressed through YouTube, but take it from me, this is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best looking video games I've ever clapped my eyes on. It's just unbelievable. I don't know how we're going to stand from a copyright point of view either with that music playing during the intro, because there is no streamer mode from what I saw within the options. So yeah, I am in control here, so we've got to get Lou home. Return home with Lou. I mean, I kind of hope that music gets left in when I upload this video, because it looks it looks unbelievable, and the music's very special in this game. Like it was in the first game, and I've got a feeling that knowing Kojima, music's going to play a big part in this too, as it did in the first game. I never forget that time playing the first game when you're doing the first job and then suddenly the camera would pan back a little bit and then a music track would kick in, and you just knew you were in for a ride. You knew you were in for something special, or at least I did. And as to this day, I still treat the first game as not only a game that was mocked, it was mocked a little bit for what it was, a walking simulator, a delivery simulator, a FedEx simulator, a postman simulator, but I don't care that it was mocked. I loved it as a video game, and I loved it as an experience. And that's what it was for me, as well as being a video game. It was an experience, and I loved everything about it, the characters, the story, the way it unfolded. And it was Kojima. It was ultimately Kojima, and if you don't like or dig Kojima, you're probably never going to like it. But I thought it was absolutely spectacular, and I'm in no doubt whatsoever that this is going to be the same, if not much better. Right, let's crack on. Oh, there's a spare blood bag here. I'll take that. Carry that on the back. So 11 months after the first game, this game is set. Aerial camera, R3. Oh, look at that. And you're still in full control of Sam here. You still got to be cautious of where your feet are, where you're planting your feet. Switching to the aerial camera doesn't automatically put you on kind of like a safe path. I've been looking forward to this game for so long since this was first announced. I didn't even know they were planning a number 2, to be fair, because you could easily say and happily say that when the first game wrapped up, it didn't need a sequel. But the same thing could be said about The Last of Us, and then you know they came up with what in my opinion a genius sequel out of nowhere, pulled a sequel out of the hat. And as divisive as The Last of Us 2 is,
Wow. I feel that.
grip with both hands.
Yeah, I'm shaking.
Stay here while that's going on.
Okay, you're all right.
There we go.
Let's go home and get you fed.
I don't think there's any right or wrong way of getting here, but of getting to this, by the way, but getting home. Oh, cryo crystals.
Great. Rain. Gotta move.
Got the pitter patter of the rain here on the dual sense as well. It's going to use the dual sense very well this game, I think. And even though I've got my headset on as I'm recording this video, I do know that things like baby sounds and stuff are going to come through the headset as well.
We're pretty far from home.
I assume this is, he didn't refer to it as Timefall, but I assume this is Timefall, not standard ordinary rain. Making sure I've got a ladder on me. So I'd already got this loadout on me as I picked up control of Sammy it.
Almost there. There, we made it.
Minus 61 by Woodkid. That's odd how the name of the song has come up at the end. In the other game, the name of the song used to come up when the song kicked in the
Looks
first
like a
game.
pad.
So I'm assuming that's some kind of holographic security kind of deterrent. to put any raiders off. Uh-oh, copyright strike.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms. Come on, open up. There you go. Who's there? Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person. Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily. Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do, and this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, But they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there. Ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
I guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Now, I already played through this last night when it unlocked at midnight, and I'm recording this again from the beginning for the sake of this video that I'm uploading to YouTube. Now, without hesitation selected, I'll do it last night. I'm going to see what happens when I say no, that I won't do it. See if it just triggers a bit more dialogue and she tries to persuade me a bit more. Or I completely scupper my chances. What?
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Oh. That's bizarre.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
All right.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? As well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them, so there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up. Return to the menu when everything looks good to go. Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. Return to the map when ready, Sam. See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Route creation.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Delivery route finalized.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Oh. No more baby food for you.
Don't you get fragile any trouble while I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Okay, let's get this done, yeah, let's get it done like he says. I mean, it is a Kojima game. Again, I love this stuff anyway, but there is going to be cutscenes, dialogue, whatever. It's all good. It's for me. It's all good. It all sets the stage for the story, the context. But seriously though, what a stunning looking game this is. What is that? Oh, assault rifle. I've already got one. I'm not going to carry any unnecessary weight. To be fair. Not this early on anyway. I mean, I'm going to assume that because I am running this on performance mode on the PS5 Pro as well, that the PSSR is doing some of the heavy lifting in the background, hence why the visuals are still, in my opinion, just razor sharp, and it just looks incredible. So the weapon tools menu, use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select a category with the right stick and use L1 or R1 to cycle through your options. Finally press X to equip or use your chosen weapon or tool. So what we got? Canteen for a drink. We've got the strand, rope for strangling bandits, ladder, and then we've got the two guns. Then we've got blood bag and a canteen. Drinking of this restores Sam's stamina. Can be refilled with timefall or a river water. Okay. Now, interestingly, on the first game, Kojima used quite a lot of music tracks from a band, an Icelandic band called Low Roar, and the tracks were awesome. But unfortunately, the lead singer of the band died in October 2022 from what is said to be complications with pneumonia. But I'm sure I'd read prior to this game's release that even though Kojima's using a lot of songs and he is one of the composers from a Wood Kid in this game, I'm sure he said that he's going to honour and use some more music from Low Roar after the lead singer's untimely death, because they worked so closely on the first game. Is that just about getting across? Oh, so you can dismantle ladders, but you can't reuse them. Okay.
enemy territory now.
When we got the cutscene and he zoomed in, we got like 3 or 4 enemies winging around in this area. And yet when I use the compass, I've only got this one guy initially here. Wonder if there's any ladders to get up there. Oh, actually, rod. Oh, so we can't go in buildings. Well, not all buildings, anyway. Oh, we've got a... So what have they got in here? Sleeping pills. Another ladder. A climbing anchor. Bandit boots. Lost cargo, we'll have that. Has he got eyes on me? Or has he got his back to me? He thinks he's got his back to me. I thought he was on the move then, you know. Surprised we can't get up there. Just check. That's where I've got to go. So I've taken a completely different route today than I did on my first initial look at this last night. And I've done it without incident. Because last night I got myself spotted a couple of times and I had to shoot one of them. And I know she says the guns are equipped to take them down in a non-lethal way so that we don't have to worry about void outs.
Storm's coming through.
But I had to shoot one and then that alerted a load of others because the gunshot, but this time I've got through by going around that other side of that building. I got through without any incident whatsoever and just took two of them down silently and just moved on. Not that I want to put the theory to the test, but I wonder if you can inadvertently and accidentally get struck by that, and it has some kind of sadistic trophy attached to it. Look at you covered in sand, Jesus.
Time to shine, Sam.
Oh, we won't waste. I could use a ladder and get down there, but we won't waste the ladder. We'll go around. Get me through the deep end. There we go. Yeah, we're alright. did have an option last night because I think I had 2 ladders on me to connect them and make the ladder even longer to get across wider gaps. We have got the
Don't worry, you got this.
mandatory photo mode in this, by the way. I just wanted to get him where he wasn't like with 1 foot. So we've got show UI. Focal length roll, depth of field, contrast. Different frames. Oh, look at these! Huh. Brilliant. Can have some fun with that. I do like a good photo mode in a game.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Oh, look at that. She sent me a message. Not access them, like, and respond. Oh, hang on, no, I think you've got to... I think you have to hold it down. To give it a like. It's weird how they've changed, you know, he's chosen to change and tweak a couple of the controls. Because on the first game, it was the touchpad that was used for liking other people's structures and stuff.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Oh, I feel so good to be back out in the field doing important work, delivery work. So deliver requested cargo and report completed requests. We'll deliver both. You are about to deliver cargo for the following orders or report them as complete or issue on to proceed. So deliver the chiral network gateway to C1. And I'm dropping off the lost cargo sleeping pills as well, so I might get a bonus for that. A Brucey bonus.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? this stuff off as lost. Thanks for bringing it in. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Cairo gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Cairo network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Bonus data has been made. Bonus data has made the following content available. Machine gun. Yeah, you have to be careful, I'm sure,
Now
with
displaying your current Porter grade.
lethal weapons in this game.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Every evaluation received as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade calculated by the APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experience as a porter as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes and receives during the course of an order. Hold the options button to open the corpus for a detailed description. Corpus must mean codex. It must be Kojima's version of a codex.
Cairo network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, Cairo contamination has only grown worse. All of these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the Cairo network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right. Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
I'm covered in dust from that storm. Guy needs a shower. Stat. So the Social Strand service, using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world, look back on likes you've given to and received from porters in other worlds, and enjoy screenshots you've captured in photo mode. Only screenshots taken by pressing X in photo mode can be viewed. So not the ones that I've taken by pressing the capture button. So what we got here? So, oh yeah, look at this. How does it feel to be back out there, Sam? I'll try to use the SSS to keep up to date with everything over here. We was having fun playing around just a while ago, and now we're fast asleep in dreamland. I'll send you another message soon. Need any help with deliveries? Oh, you can do the multiple likes thing when you're in this SSS. Huh. Wow.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, the stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Oh, test view weapons. Use toilet shower. Go to surface. Use sink. Customize look. Wash face. Remember the first game when these were cans of monsters? Product placement everywhere for cans of monsters that eventually got removed or patched out or whatever. Strange that it was.
Departing facility.
I'm a bit buggered here if I have to go through
Please review and confirm.
BT territory because I haven't got a BB unit, obviously.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
So fabrication and management. Customize look, facility storage, store and retrieve cargo from your private locker, share cargo with other porters, private room, VR training. Okay. So deliver one or more remote medical units to Villa Libre.
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. Once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route. This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
Auto range, that's better.
Please select an item to fabricate.
Right, let's have some container spray.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sign detected
Take care of
nearby.
yourself, Sam. Safety first. I will always support you.
What the hell? Wow, that quick.
Please give it your all.
I'm counting on you, my friend.
Safety first.
Hey there!
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
Now the route I've planned here, I know for a fact I'm going through enemy territory. But because I've got this rain to contend with,
Elevated.
rain falling upstream nearby river, water level rising. Yeah, I might, I wonder if this has got the same system in it the first game had as well, where the enemies can ping me.
trouble nearby.
Look at that. You can't hide in tall grass, so you've got cargo sticking out of the top of your backpack. It's important that you control the height of your cargo. Now, in any other game, that would have been given a free pass, that would. Even if you got a massive big staff as equipped as one of your main weapons on your back, if that was sticking out of the grass, the enemy still wouldn't see you in any other game. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed, and even Horizon Zero Dawn to a degree. But this game is saying that doesn't fly in this game. If your cargo box, i.e. this big thing I've got sticking out, they're gonna go, hey, what's that? Ain't no messing. Right, these are the kind of places where you can get a bit greedy because you can start robbing all the stuff that got on them. Is he down? He's down. I know there's another one there. Satisfying. Combat is so satisfying. Oh shit! Oh, damn. I knew I was getting through enemy territory, to be fair. I plotted the route and I saw them. So that's fine. I asked for this. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's more than I thought, though. Shit! Look at where they're throwing that from. I like that slow-mo to confirm that they're down. Stay in here because I'm out of the rain, and I'll use my repair spray in a minute, just in case being out here has exposed me a bit. Whoa! Shit! Sneaky bastard! God, I didn't see him. And Andy's got me repair spray again. Yeah, I'm sure I read that he was putting more emphasis on a bit more combat in this. Where did that come from? So you could get greedier and start picking up all the crap that they've got. Because you can use it or sell it or whatever, or dismantle it for parts, I think. But I've got to be careful of my weight that I'm carrying initially. So I've got to throw caution to the wind here a little bit as well, because I'm not sure if these are, like I say, I'm sure she said something about these weapons being non-lethal. So are they just knocked out, or are they unconscious? Right, let's just, can I step foot in this tent a minute? I'm safe, right. Oh! Why has he dropped that? That's auto range. Let's cargo a bit better. And then let's crack on.
You are too far away from your cargo.
Oh, it come off? Oh, look at that, see? Because there wasn't enough give or headroom there, it knocked my cargo off. So again, no free passes in this game, and you know, items clipping through assets, graphics assets in the game.
Enough already.
Not enough headroom. You know, then you're going under a, you've got the low bridge double-decker bus scenario. Got more container spare spray in here. Oh, I've got a vehicle. And I can use the vehicle if I want to. But I can't get it through there, can I? Let's carry on foot for now, at least I know that that's there. I probably could get it through there, in fact. Select multiple. I wonder, can these things go through rivers though? Oh man, I probably didn't need to cross the river, like. No, I don't think I did. Back over there while I can. Oh, look at that how he gets off.
This one's for you. Thing in hand.
Postbox features. Postboxes have a variety of features. You can store cargo, entrust cargo to other porters, or fabricate equipment in order to increase the stocks of materials that can be used for fabrication. You can store your own materials or recycle equipment you no longer require. Upgrading structures. Structures can be upgraded by providing them with the necessary materials. Upgrading structures makes them more durable and able to withstand longer periods of time for. In some cases, upgrading structures unlock new features for you to use. You can also upgrade structures built by other porters. But I don't think I need anything there because I've got plenty to be fair, so let's get back. I pinched enough off those bandits.
One's for you.
I think that's getting across there, is it? Right, hang on. Let's go do something quickly. Where was that post box? That post box far? I mean, the rain stopped, so... Where is the post box? Oh, there. You know, look at fabricating another ladder. So I can join two together to get across that river. If I've got enough materials to do another ladder. Unless there's one in here. There might already be one in here. Nothing in there, so I'll have to fabricate it then. So hopefully now, that will let me join two ladders together to get across that river. going to repair. Yeah, I'm going to repair. I was going to say, it just prompted me there about repairing the cargo containers, and I'm going to do it before I drop them off, because you'll lose points. If there's any damage to the containers when you drop them off, I think you'll lose points. Oh, let's hope my theory's right here now. Let's hope that I didn't imagine it. Yeah, connect ladders, there you go, triangle. There was a rope there actually that I've just noticed. Is that where I'm going there? Yeah. Right, let's just repair these. So that I don't lose any points for the delivery. $16 inhabitants here. Oh, there's still some damage. We'll confirm anyway.
You're Sam, right? Did the Timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo. Seems to be in decent condition. Thanks for your service. I have to say, this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you wouldn't let me down. Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
No, oh, new areas there. bonus stage for you.
Your current porter grade.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday. The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units. Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves.
Oh, there's my next job.
I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please, check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that Ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help.
I might go get that anyway.
A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Order completed. Well done.
Yeah, sure thing.
You have been a great help.
Right, guys, that's where I'm going to conclude this first look at Death Stranding 2 on the beach, on the PS5 Pro here that I'm playing it on. I can already tell that I'm in for one hell of a ride. I loved the first game, despite it being a bit like Marmite for some people. But I loved it. It was an experience as well as a game, as I said at the beginning of this video. I cherished and loved every minute of it. I'm already getting the feels that I'm in for a similar kind of ride with this. I'm already I'm wanting to go on and go on and go on, but there's this little thing that's about to get intrusive on me, and it's called work, and I need to get ready to go to work, as I've recorded this video quite early on Tuesday morning. So if you've enjoyed this first look at Death Stranding 2, please give the video a thumbs up, give it a some kind of like for me, and drop any thoughts and comments in the section below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and please remember to hit the notification bell so that you get notified of any further uploads or exports that I do of any live streams I do over on my other channel on the one that's purple and rhymes with witch. And I'll catch you on the next video, so take care of yourselves, have a good day, and I'll see you soon.